Let me try exploring a new one, and then going straight into Conquest. That's like saying, "Hey, I like playing the game. I like playing this game on beginning difficulty. Let's try another game." Chooses the hardest game in the series.
Yeah, that was like, from what I heard, that's what it was, and I was like, sure, let me torture myself for a while.
That's coming from me. Like I've played most of the Fire Emblem games. Conquest and two others will rip you to shreds.
Here's the thing, I did beat it. It took me a while, but I did beat it.
Black note.
Now it does have probably aside from one of the songs, it has probably my favorite final boss song in Fire Emblem.
I had my dice all in order. You straight home.
Oh my God,
Mom. Again, I did it to myself. I fully knew going in that I would not be getting handheld or whatever.
Yes.
I knew I was doing
Conquest is one of those funny situations where Conquest is probably my favorite gameplay-wise Fire Emblem game. It's my favorite.
I need a screen, and I need to know.
But it's like a reverse. It's like a reversed Sonic 06. The game, like with Sonic 06 having
chill.
Like if they worked on the story, they could have made something, but the gameplay and whatnot is just terrible. It's like Sonic 06 in terms of like this comparing the soundtrack to the gameplay. The gameplay is trash.
Okay. We are now currently live, and we are ready to start this. It only took an arm and a leg. And a what?
So you're an Eldritch sister.
No comment. Anyways. Okay. So the way that we're gonna start this, first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to message the other Discord that me, DJ, and Abby are in.
So you're gonna give them a link to the video, or?
Yeah. DnD.
We're all gonna die.
Okay. I feel like we need a theme song, something catchy. You know what I mean?
Oh right.
Wait. John is the bard in this situation. Hold on.
Well, I'm gonna test my. Okay, my dice are gonna do great today.
I'll just think of a random jingle.
Yeah. Everybody knows that you have to like kind of flatter your dice a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, two of them are great.
It's gonna be so weird having to use my charisma a lot. I've never played a bard before, so this is gonna be a first.
Okay.
Yeah, just like play your confidence,
do you have a life instrument like with you? Do you even have one that you know how to play?
Are you talking about like in D&D or just what I know in real life?
In real life.
I know how to play the drums.
Can I say this? Will that translate through live stream well, or?
What do you mean?
Every single you need to perform something for Bardic Inspiration, I'm gonna need you to go to your drum set and bang something out, like just.
What if it's like Bard of Inspiration is like a cheerleader chant?
Yeah.
Go team, go team.
Anyways.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're not gonna die. I can't say that.
You're not going to die anymore. Okay. Anyways, so here we go. The way that we're gonna start this is you're gonna start with like name, like your real name, your character name, and your bio.
Okay.
Mainly because people need to know who's speaking at certain times.
Squeegee Beckenham?
Okay, well, Mom is Squeegee Beckenheim.
I didn't say
sorry.
My mother's name is Squeegee Beckenheim.
No, it's not.
Okay. So proceed with introductions, my friends.
Oh shoot, hey, we're live, aren't we? I saw Caitlin texted, I'm gonna be in the comment section with them.
You do that.
Oh dear God.
What the freak are my spells?
Go
Get
on.
your spells, idiot.
I thought you had your spell sheet. I'm pretty sure I sent you a picture of your spell sheet. Yes, you did.
I'm looking at it right. I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. I might.
Get your spells, idiot.
I see attacks.
So do you
I don't
do,
see
you
my
wanna,
spells.
You want to say
Look
what
at your
your
spell
character's
sheet, idiot.
backstory is? That would be kind of cool.
Oh. Okay.
You will see how I'm about to do that.
Oh.
And it's gonna be kind of
Jonah-
funny. You're gonna love it. Alright, can you
Jonah,
grab
you are
that
not
for me?
leaving the
Because
only
I don't know what
spellcaster
that
here, I swear.
Coke? The Coke bottle?
There's like 5 things over there you're pointing at.
Who ate my chocolate?
You hope.
Babe.
Look, the DM has to be fed, or else I'm more likely to kill your character, okay? Like, bribe me in food if you want to live. I didn't make the rules, it's just common
Okay,
decency.
that's
I pay for the internet.
No,
But
that's
you
not
Damn it.
fair. I don't know where you live. Hold up. I don't know where you live.
Yes, you do.
Doesn't
I have an
matter.
address.
I pay for the
I-
internet.
Here's the thing. I don't remember it.
It's okay. I can give it to you again.
Thank you. I will be sure to deliver snacks regularly to keep my character
I need a
alive.
pencil.
A pencil. Yeah, not a pen.
Look, I don't have much health. I will bribe my way to not die.
You are very squishy.
Extremely.
Okay, so go with your first name, your character name, and then your backstory. I will tell you when to give it. All right.
Oh,
Alright.
so can we start with Squeegee?
Squeegee walked away from the table to grab a pencil.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I say, are we like hard starting right now, or what's the feel right now?
We are starting right now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Coolest. Yeah, Jonah, you go first.
Yeah, you got this, Jonah. You got this, buddy.
I'm still trying to figugure out myself.
Boom, that's me.
No, you're all of us have been calling you Squeegee since you walked away. You are Squeegee Beckenham. I'm
No,
sorry.
damn it, I'm Lady
You are
Slim
Squeegee Beckenheim.
Shady.
Anyway.
Slim Shady.
No.
Slim Shady.
I mean, she is blonde.
Lady Slim Shady.
enough.
I thought it was funny.
All right, continue.
Okay, so which are we supposed to call her?
Slim McSqueegee.
Fuck it, just call her Lady Slim Shady. Like,
Lady Slim,
No,
you
no.
got it.
Lady, Slim Shady is a nickname. Her real name is Squeegee Beckenheim. So
We can do a Slim
Shady as, like,
Beckenham. I don't know.
Or maybe it's like one. Or maybe we can
Slim
make it, like,
Squeegee?
something like,
Slim, yeah, whatever.
Slim Squeegee. I was like, oh yes, my name is Lady McSlim Squeegee.
Made a real.
that's actually perfect.
Whatever.
Okay. But seriously though, somebody first name, character name.
Jonah.
Jonah, you
Hi,
good?
my name is Jonah. My character name is Estelle.
Mm.
That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and
You gotta seem confident. This is your character now. How you pronounce it is how we all have to pronounce it.
Okay. That was the first name. That was the character name. Next person, Abby, go.
My name is Abby. Hello. My character's name is Iona.
Okay. And DJ.
You have to drop the last name. Iona and Astari. That's my character's full name because that's kind of anyway.
Hello, my name is DJ. Call me Derek if you want to, but please don't. My character's name is Capri Anastari.
Beautiful. All right.
I mean, what about my character?
And yours.
I'm
Squeegee Slim Shady.
Squeegee Slim Shady.
I'm only gonna say think of
Squeegee
this
Mom.
one.
Shady. Okay. I can't remember how we decided we were going to pronounce it.
Oh. It's your character.
So can the real
Malika?
Squeegee Slim Shady please
I'm
stand
Malika.
up?
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Please
Amalika.
stand up.
Malika, the cleric.
Okay. So, here we go. We are ready to begin. I will set the setting. It's late in the evening,
And then she-
and everyone is sitting in a tavern known as the Hog's Head. Everyone is off doing their own little thing. I can't remember Abby's character name already.
Dang, wow.
Wow. Look at this.
You know what? To be fair, in most of our campaigns, freaking DJ referred to us by our first name. So.
Yeah, 'cause no one likes to roll
Hang
play.
on, I'll take notes because I'm the mom of the group. All right, so what is your name? What is your character name again?
Slim Shady.
No.
Abby.
Abby.
Mine?
Sorry.
Yes.
My character's name is Iona. I actually set it to my server nickname if that makes it any easier for you, Avalon.
That actually does, and I feel kind of stupid for not seeing that. In my defense, the usernames don't pop up unless I wiggle with my mouse. So.
All right, what is?
Yeah, I guess if you need to, you can just be like, woo.
All right, DJ's name is in the group chat, so that's gonna be relatively easy.
Oh.
Capri. And then Jonah's is Estelle. I know Jonah's because I'm the one that made the damn character. Alrighty. Alright.
Heck yeah.
Made the
Capri
character.
and Iona are sitting at a table, like kind of in the corner. They're off like kind of doing their own thing. They're talking. They're all lovey-dovey. We love it. We love to see it. And Amalika, or how did we say you were pronouncing your name?
That's good.
All right, Amalika is sitting at the bar, and she's probably what is on her 6th drink. Estelle is currently making eyes at a tavern maiden, like a tavern wench. And all of you see a fight break out. Do you step in? Okay. Amalika has stepped in. With enthusiasm.
Okay.
I turn to Capri and I go, hey, can you wait here for, oh gosh, I didn't even think about how it would sound like. Iona turns to Capri real quick and is like, wait here a moment, I'm going to take care of this.
Okay.
Do you think they need assistance or?
That should be fine, this should be over in just a minute.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And somebody throws a tomato at Estelle. Therefore, dragging you into the fight whether you like it or not.
And I'm just over here just eyeing this chick. I was like, dang girl, you looking fat.
And a tomato hits your face. It does no damage,
Alright,
but it does like kind of just slide down your face.
Ew.
Alright, who's the wise guy?
You see many pissed off and drunk patrons all beginning to fight around you. And
Can I do a perception or an insight to see what's happened? Like, how'd this start?
basically, you don't need insight to know what happened. I can tell you right off the bat, someone was drunk and went, and someone took great offense, and the fight has broken out.
You gotta call somebody's mama a lip licker.
Like, classic bar fight.
Like, everybody is basically drunk off their asses, and it's just turned into a giant...
Your mom is a lip licker.
It's turned into a giant brawl. So, with that being said, we freeze frame on Amalika first. Give your character backstory.
Oh, hang on. Let me get my little paper here.
Wait, I thought her name was Slim Shady.
That
My
she
character.
doesn't want to give her real name, so that's what she's claiming her real name is. So,
Oh,
I mean, what can I say?
you know.
Oh crap, do I
I'm gonna read it off. I thought it was very clever.
Okay.
All right.
here we go.
So at age 76, I led a slave rebellion on the Mordu Crash
Mm-hmm.
that led to its ultimate destruction. From the 100 from the 100 slaves there, 60 survived. Oops. And I successfully commandeered a ship, like Jack Sparrow, that sucker.
Ooh.
From Desterol to Lethalan.
Lethalan.
Lethalan. Okay, I said it. I suck at that. since my bravery of fighting, since the bravery of fighting my gift captors, I've become a cleric of Damon. He inspired me to lead the rebellion, and since showed me favor due to my success. I currently venture the world, and I absolutely hate gifts. They can all burn in hell. Also, I like to blow shit up. So hey, there we go. Especially gifts.
And Mom throws a punch, and it somehow, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're gonna take this dice,
Oh,
roll for dexterity.
okay. Are you damn kidding me?
It misses and hits Jonah, doing 1 damage.
My bad, bro.
Bruh.
Okay. Now, in that moment, her fist connects with your face.
Sorry.
Freeze frame. Jonah, do you want to go with the character backstory I came up with for you, or do you want to make up your own backstory?
You can do your thing, honestly.
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
It's just like I get hit and it's free frame.
Yup. Freeze
that's
frame.
me.
Exactly.
So you're
Freeze
probably
frame.
wondering how I got in this situation.
Exactly. Freeze frame. I love how you know the vision I'm going for in this moment. Freeze frame. Estelle is currently residing in Lethalane and has for about 10, 15 years. He is originally from the region of Drothinia. He is probably one of the only sole survivors who knows what happened in Drothinia, but he does not talk about it. All you know is that Estelle has a deep-rooted hatred for the king, and he firmly hates, he hates almost just about every wood elf, because that is the primary residers of them. And he does not have a positive outlook on the royal family, but on the bright side, he screws anything that has a vagina. Anyways,
And I'm damn.
Yeah, get a load of this heterosexual.
Alrighty.
Get a load of
Alrighty.
Hey, you think these looks come for free? Shoot, I was born with this.
those heterosexual male. How?
As Jonah stumbles back, I'm trying to figure out if this would be a dexterity or more of a. We're gonna go with dexterity for this one. Jonah, roll for dexterity.
Dexterity?
Yes.
Yeah, shoot. Dice roller, hold on. I used this online dice roller whenever I was doing my previous campaign.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
You gotta become a dice goblin like us. You gotta get 1 million sets of dice.
Oh yes.
Ultimately, will not serve more
So,
than like.
I'm guessing dexterity
I will
is
tell you.
1d what?
We're gonna go 1d20 for that.
13.
13. Okay. As you stumble back, you manage to brace yourself just in time, but you do knock into the back of the door frame of the entrance to the hogshead. And as Iona approaches to try to break up whatever is going on,
Worse than I thought.
Iona, roll for dexterity.
Oh no.
I get this. That is. Oh wait, hang on. Where is my character sheet? I just had it. Here it is. Dexterity. That is a 17.
A 17. Okay. You managed to narrowly dodge a patron's drunk throw that was supposed to be aimed at Mom.
Amalika or Squeegee.
You need to get your name straight, woman.
Don't use
You-
mom. That makes me look lame.
I'm sorry, my mother. Anyways, you narrowly avoid a punch meant for Malika that ended up kind of going your way, and the drunk person's like fist basically sticks into the wall. Upon seeing this, Capri realizes that he really needs to jump in. Give me a minute.
I stand up. I'll grab my staff and my book, and magic's about to get slung.
And freeze frame. What is your backstory?
I guess we can just do both of it at the time.
Don't worry, Iona. We will get to your thing in just a moment. I need the perfect moment for you. I have plans for your character.
You go ahead.
Alright. My name is Capri Anastari. I former oracle of a resident village in the Black Forest. That was a long time ago, as my fortunes gave bad omens to the villagers, and they locked me in a tower for many, many years. And of course, and I got saved by Eldrin that decided to help me out after being locked in a tower for many years. So yeah, now we traveled together, and eventually we got hitched.
Beautiful.
So now I'm here, and I foresee this fight not going my way, so spells will be flying.
Well, as long as you're aware. All right. In that moment that you decide to step in, someone affiliated with the bar, not the bartender, but almost like a bouncer, walks over to the fight of bumbling dumbasses. And upon that, gets really annoyed when somebody throws a potato at him and picks up a table and throws it in the direction of both Capri and Iona. Both of you roll for dexterity.
Oh, dang, he's probably Irish.
Oh, no. Okay, I got a 19.
Okay.
It's not a natural. It is
Scratch
a 20.
that. 18, sorry.
Okay. And Iona?
Oh, I got a 20. It's not a nat 20, but it was a 20 in total.
Yep.
'cause I had
All
a
right.
bonus.
Both of you managed to jump out of the way. It hits the wall. It comes apart. In that moment that the table is hurtling towards you, though, we are freeze framing on Iona and give you your backstory.
Kind of here, Meg. I'm Winter Eldrin, who has kind of just originally was on her own for a while because her people are very much a you take care of yourself and your own kind of thing. I guess I wasn't really resident of anywhere, but mainly the Black Forest. About a decade ago, I happened upon a village after I figured out, hey, something hinky's going on with the environment right now, and it's probably going to wipe out a ton of crops in this village and kill a bunch of people. I should probably warn them. So upon trying to do that, I found out they locked up the guy who foresaw it was going to happen, like years ago. I was like, why the frick would you lock him up? Oh my god, let him out. So I decided to do him a favor and help him out anyway. And we traveled together for a little bit, mostly just trying to like get the visions under control. But I was like, hey, he's cute, even though he's incredibly socially inept from being isolated for a good few years.
Talking people's hard.
Talking is hard. So after a little bit, I was just like, hey man, I like you. And I like you too. They got
Alrighty.
married and they still hang out. They just like travel and try to prevent disasters as best they can.
Beautiful. Beautiful. This is what we love to see. All right. So we have the character introductions. And finally, the tavern owner steps out of like a back room area, sees the chaos going on, and screams at the top of his lungs, "Everybody out! Now!" So you are all promptly tossed on your asses out in the street. Yeah.
And then there's me just on the ground. I'm already out.
And the tavern wench, to answer your question, Estelle, was in fact a lesbian and not interested.
Ah, dang it. Oh, it was worth a shot anyway.
You know, we believe in the LGB out here, anyways. So,
Yeah.
as you all finally get your bearings and everything, you all kind of like decide to wander out into the town square. And you notice that like it's even though like it's late in the evening, the town square is kind of bustling. You've got vendors everywhere, like and you notice that like there's like it's a lot calmer outside than it is like in the tavern. You've got vendors, and then suddenly time seems to freeze in place. Each of you notice how sound seems to drown out, and the only thing that you can hear is a voice that you have never heard before. Are you there? Are you all present? Can you hear me now? And everybody is looking around at each other. They're like, what the hell is going on? You notice that the villagers walking around are showing no... Shh! Would you be quiet? You notice that everybody else, like the villagers, they don't seem to be reacting to this. You notice that Estelle, Capri, Iona, and Amalika are all frozen in place, though, looking around for the source of the sound. I need your help. Something has happened. I need adventurers. I need freedom. What you know as the world is wrong. Look for the girl with violet eyes. Find Estella. Go to her. She will help you. And the voice fades out. And you hear what almost, like, before the voice completely disappears, you hear almost like a chain. Like almost like chains hitting the ground, dragging across it. Before you hear a yelp and silence. And like, the townspeople all fade back into your, like, senses. And you're all just kind of frozen. And you're like, what just happened? Like, all of you are looking at each other really confused because A, you've never met any of the people before, but you know somehow, some way, you guys just heard the same thing. And you're all like kind of looking at each other and you're like, what in the hell was that? And who is Estella? As you guys are trying to get your bearings, you see a cloaked figure sitting on a bench who seems to be eyeing all of you and just is like examining each of you. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know. I think I had another vision.
What was it? I'm kind of like getting grab Capri's hand, and I'm like slowly setting a hand on the handle of my scimitar, and just like is very, very cautious.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you hear it too?
Voice calling for looking for I'm bad at roleplay.
You got this. I believe in you.
I'm doing my best.
I'm doing my best.
We'll get you to the Brennan Lee Mulligan monologues eventually. Don't worry. We got you.
I can't wait.
My hero.
I know what's going on here.
Can I guess, since these other people are in here, and I'm assuming that they also had the same interaction as us. Yeah, I'm just gonna stare at them, just confused.
Like, okay, so we got a confused reaction. And you've got, like, all of the townspeople are just kind of going about their lives. You all are, like, looking around. And, like, you notice that cloaked figure. And finally, the cloaked figure gets up and walks over to all of you. So
we're relatively close together, what you're saying.
Yes, because you were all thrown out of the tavern on your asses in the same general direction. Like, you know. But the cloaked figure walks over. So, I see you all heard the voice. How are you all feeling? This is the time for you guys to respond.
Capri is fully standing behind Iona at this point, just not wanting to interact.
Okay.
Is very nervous and unsure of why this person is coming up to them.
I'm feeling as if I'd like to know who exactly you are.
All that you need to know at this current moment is that I am your ally, and I know who spoke to you.
Allies don't keep themselves close.
Sure, pal. I was out of character. I mean,
Out of character.
Whatever.
Babylon.
Allies don't keep themselves close. Sorry.
Do you want to do an investigative roll?
Sure.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna
Take
blow
your
at
take
it.
your take your d20.
Come on, baby. It's on the floor. I can't see.
I
got-
think
I got
you got
punched.
something
I got
really
punched in the-
low. Hold on a minute. Roll that again.
Got punched
That's
in the
even
throat
worse,
earlier.
isn't it?
Time-
Yes,
I
yes
think
it
time
is.
froze.
Hold on a minute.
And now this hooded person's coming up.
Yep.
This day
That's
just
done.
cannot.
I'm looking
Might as
for
well
your.
Is it wisdom or intelligence? Because I suck at both.
I'm looking for not that, not that, not that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm
All you
figuring-
see is a cloaked figure. She doesn't appear to be menacing.
I need the rest of you hoes to be looking. I'm just saying. Because if it's a gift, they're going down.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Can I do
Alrighty.
an insight?
Alrighty.
Can I do an insight?
Yes, you can. Insight check. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Ooh, not bad. That's a 16.
Okay. All right.
Shazam.
Perfect. 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 You managed to get one over for it. Jesus. All right. So, as you're examining the woman up close, you realize that she's an elf. And she also appears to have some sort of silver medallion around her neck. Jonah, do a history check.
D20.
Yep.
D20, baby.
Do I have? I don't think I have proficiency in history. Let me check.
If you got it on D&D, it'll automatically account for your proficiency bonus and everything if you're doing the dice rolling like on your character account.
Oh no, see, I wasn't able to put all the info on there, so
I'm not.
plus
Hello.
one in history. So whatever I roll, and then +1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Babushki. Nat 20.
Damn! Okay. As you are looking at the woman's medallion, you realize that it is a seal of Drothinia. Whoever is standing in front of you is currently a part of the royal family.
Oh, that's convenient.
Stole it. Perhaps.
I see a lute strapped to your back. I'm assuming that you are a bard.
Bard, yeah, a bard. And I'm going to ask you the same question. You obviously know what just happened. Who are you, and what the hell's going on here?
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. I'm loving these reactions, you guys. Oh my god, I feel like a DM. Anyways. Sorry, I just had to break character for a moment. Anyways.
For every character.
I see that you understand the gravity of the situation. We don't need to
Yeah, no
talk
shit,
out
mine just
here.
froze.
We don't need to talk in the open. There are always eyes watching. Follow me. She
How
leads
do I know I
you.
can trust you?
I was gonna say, I don't trust.
Okay. She turns around after you ask that question. And she looks at all of you. And she goes, I haven't killed you yet or made a move. And I'm not armed. I will prove it to you if you need me to.
Ill intentions are hardly limited to solely death. How do we know we can trust you?
Because my only goal is to save my people. I need your help. The voice you heard needs your help. And she's looking at you, and you can see desperation in her eyes. she is being very genuine with each of you. And like she seems to be like almost panicked by your lack of trust and lack of like understanding. Like almost like she understands the full gravity of the situation, but of course, none of you really understand it.
In that case, I'll do my psionic mind ability and just contact Iona and just say, if fate and destiny are leading us in this path, I think we should follow it for now.
Kind of nod and understanding, even though no one else heard it.
Yeah, that is fully in the head.
The brain blast, Jimmy Neutron.
Not the Jimmy Neutron.
Being goofy.
Fine.
And not an understanding.
I look at her, I look back at everyone else, I go, fine, I'll come, but I've got my eye on you.
Thank you. And she leads you to like a back alleyway, and she takes like the grater off of like almost a sewer looking pipe, and she pulls it off, and she motions for you to go down.
Oh, hell no.
Is it dark down there?
She sighs and then proceeds to cast light, and
I can't really see well in the dark.
that's
Do you
fair.
have dark vision?
I don't.
Oh,
I don't have dark vision.
okay.
That's like, oh my god, this is the first time I'm part of a party where like not every single person has dark vision somehow.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Alrighty.
I have a light cantrip.
Every single time a party is faced with a dark space, everyone is so quick to jump and be like, I have dark vision.
But you know,
everyone can see in the dark.
She motions for you guys to go down the pipe.
I'm just grabbing Iona's arm so tightly, she has light in mind. Yeah, I'm just staying close to Iona then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
I go down in there with reluctance, saying, "Dang, I really have to wash up. I get back. These aren't gonna like the smell."
You just hear in your mind, I have a prestidigitation if you need to get cleaned.
You said that.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Great, I'm following it.
The-
a robed person in the sewers, and now I'm hearing voices in my head. Just great.
Again.
Don't worry, this will happen to everyone. I just don't like talking at the moment.
As each of you slide down the pipe, like Eumeria, or the woman slides down behind you, and she helps each of you like up and grab your bearings and everything, and she pulls back like a makeshift, what almost seems to be like a cloth curtain, and reveals what seems to be a camp. And like there's a ton of refugee looking people who you recognize as Dwarven and wood elves just everywhere throughout like this little sewer system that you guys are currently standing in. And and the woman turns to all of you and she goes, I know you have questions, and I'm sorry that I have been obscure this entire time with each of you. I do not trust the eyes and ears on land. There's much comfort down below versus what I've been shown above land. And she leads you further into the encampment, and she sits you guys down by the fire. And she hands Jonah, in particular, or Estelle, like a towel to brush himself off, since she heard him mutter under his breath. And she's pacing around and seems to be trying to like figure out where to start for each of you. And she finally stops and she goes, what you know isn't like, and like she's struggling to speak. She's like, I know the world has questions for what happened with Drothinia. And she goes, I have questions of what happened with Drothinia. But my people just want their home back. And she seems to be just kind of struggling to form words and be able to fully talk about this. And like she's looking around and she finally goes, the king went mad. And each of you are looking at each other, and like Estelle seems to know what she's talking about. And so does a Malika also kind of knows what she's talking about. Where like you both are like, okay, yeah, he did go a little batshit crazy out of nowhere. Like, and each of you are sitting there as she begins, and she goes, my story begins 30 years ago. Dun dun dun. Dramatic flashback.
I was so tempted. Anytime I hear it all started blank years ago, I'm so tempted to just do.
Just immediately start snoring. But she proceeds to tell you. She turns and she goes, I was the king's daughter. I lived.
By the way, this is like playing out in our heads like a Dark Souls
Like,
cutscene.
yeah, I mean, like I want you to picture the cutscene in your head. She goes, I once was the princess of Drothinia. My father ruled the lands, and I don't know what happened. He was a good father. He was a good man, and then out of nowhere, him and my brothers turned against me. And she proceeds to like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to come up with background music.
Mom!
I feel like this needs background music.
Mom,
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Anyways,
That's
she...
not right. You gotta like. We have a music bot.
Wait, hang on.
You should add one so you can like play dramatic music while this whole.
Is that copyrighted music, Mom?
No.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is catching me for like off guard right now. I'm like looking over and she's like waving her phone around. Like anyways. And she proceeds to turn to you and she goes, turn off your damn phone before I throw it across the room. Anyways, she proceeds to tell you, she goes, it started with my mother. And she looks down and she proceeds to go, I don't know where she is. I don't know what happened. All I know is that my father went on a hunting trip with her and my brother, and they never came home. Only my father came back. And like everyone is kind of looking at each other. You're all like, are you hearing this shit? Like, why are we getting character backstory right now? Like all of you are just kind of lost because it feels like you got pulled ass out of nowhere. Like, and
extensive notes on my book.
You know, like each of you are just kind of like looking around, like what the hell? And like she then proceeds to look around, and she goes, and then out of nowhere, my father just deemed the depths unsafe, that we could no longer be using them as trading routes, and we blocked the mountain pass off completely. It was unsafe to begin with, but we completely boarded it off. He isolated the kingdom. He sold our people. When I realized what was happening, I grabbed as many refugees as I could, and we've ended up here. And she is looking at all of you, and she goes, what you heard in your voice is one of the gods. I don't know how my father has it, but he is with him and he is not safe. I need your help. I need you to figure out a way to save my people. If the gods have called upon you, there has to be a reason why. Do you think you are up to this? And she's looking at all of you, and all of you are even more lost now. And, like, what?
I just have a question.
What's your question?
So the king is with a god?
The king has a god captive.
Oh, the king has a god
Ooh.
captive.
Yes.
I needed clarification. That was all.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, snap sizzle.
Yeah, no. The king of Drothenia seems to have taken capture of a god. And each of you are all like looking at each other, and you're realizing the gravity of the situation, and the person that you must have heard was in fact a god calling upon your help. And that the chains that you heard clattering against the ground were in fact the chains of bondage and slavery. And like all of you are looking at each other, and you're realizing, ah, shit, we've got a quest.
I'm ready to blow crap up. Let's do it.
Right, so that's one of you. And like the woman is looking around at each of you, and like she's waiting for you guys to respond yes or no, or like give her a concrete answer on if you're ready for this or not.
I think I kind of just look up at her after I just close my book after taking all those notes, and just like, so the king has a god captive, and or yes, a god captive. Do you know why she would reach out to us specifically, or?
I don't know. I suspect each of you have something in you that the gods deem powerful. I suppose I'm not really sure myself what's going on. I was told to
Like being gay?
trust whoever the gods chose. So this is where we're at right now. And she's like looking at all of you, and she kind of looks a little bit exasperated with the whole situation herself. Like she's not fully understanding it, but she's going along with whatever divine intervention has taken place.
Do we know what god?
No. So
In that case, okay.
I'm always hoping.
All right, I'll just look up at her and like,
I was a slave once.
what do you think? Should
Pass it entirely up to you, Capri. Do you foresee anything coming from this?
in that moment, Capri begins to have a shooting pain through his head. And his eyes.
I'm sorry. That sounded like a sneeze on my end.
in your mind?
Your mind suddenly fills with the vision of what seems to be like almost like a celestial being standing in front of you with a sword aimed at the cloaked figure's like throat. And like you see the tension in the vision, and it's all you see within maybe a matter of 10 seconds before it fades out and you're back in the present.
Freya, Capri, are you alright?
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Winter elegant. I'm actually very cold. I press both my hands to the sides of to try and help him out a little bit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear.
What just happened with him?
Oh,
Are you alright,
Yeah.
traveler?
you are in grave danger.
I suspected as much.
Fate and destiny are not in your favor.
Well,
I'll seek to change that then.
that's
He will try to get up
reassuring.
and step himself back.
Alrighty. And then the cloaked figure looks over at the bard and waits for him to say something.
Yeah, I've got my eyes closed and my finger over my lip right now, really thinking about this.
Very anime of you to describe.
Yeah, like I can picture the exact position he's in right now.
Yeah.
I'm like imagining like the Kiyoya Otori like clinking of the glasses with the shine and everything. Actually, like
Actually.
you know.
Actually.
Will you help me? The woman asks, like the bard point on. Like
What? I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of an actual response real quick.
yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You already have given your 2 cents. You're like, well, I was asleep before, so may as well. Like,
I could have been really philosophical.
Can I just do a
it's one of those
Mom,
things
do
where it's
you
like,
want to do a monologue?
No, go ahead.
what's your character's name, Jonah? Just so
Estelle.
make sure I remember these. Estelle. I think Estelle kind of just hears it in his mind. This could make a great song should you become victorious.
You know what? I'm in.
Let's freaking do it.
Like, on the inside, I'm absolutely terrified and like shaking because of like nothing like this he's ever seen before. But he's trying to like.
You're hearing voices. She just gave a traumatic backstory. My husband fell to the ground in a fit of like future visions.
Love that. Love that.
They usually don't hurt.
So the woman looks relieved, and she finally pulls off her hood. And immediately, what you all notice is that her eyes are violet. Like a striking violet color that is like something none of you have ever seen before in anyone. It's like it's not one of the natural colors. Like you can find it in tieflings, but like the blacks of their eye, like the white of their eyes are black when usually that happens. But this woman's eyes look normal, with the exception of the purple striking color that are in them.
Those are some very purple eyes you have, miss.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened to these myself, but I was born this way, and nobody can really say what I am. And like she just kind of like seems rather resigned to not knowing what she may be. And as Jonah or Estelle is looking at her up and down, he kind of realizes that she's kind of a smoke show.
Oh no.
Just the I love this. And
in presence of charismatic bard.
Yes. And she kind of looks at all of you and she goes, "How skilled would each of you say that you are?" And like she wants each of you to respond to that. So
on a scale of D&D levels, I'm a 1. That's a joke. That's out of character.
On a scale of 1 to 20, I'm a solid 1. But don't worry, it gets better over time.
Wait, what was the question she asked?
She asks how skilled each of you are.
How are we supposed to respond to that? Like, what does she want?
And she wants to know, like, and just in general, how strong you guys would be. And then she like, as you're, we're gonna go with the fact that all of you are just kind of staring at her, kind of clueless to this, because I can tell that each of you are lost. And she proceeds to go. You know, she kind of like looks at each of you, sees the silence, and proceeds to go, "All right, maybe we should try to do some team building before you jump right into this."
Negative. Ghost Rider.
So, powder.
And she goes, "Look for Estella," and she proceeds to walk over to a makeshift table, and she picks up a piece of charcoal and starts writing on a piece of parchment, and hands Jonah the piece of paper, and it has like an address on it, and each of you are kind of what?
I said a phone number. You said an address. Wait.
Location.
I was like, phone number. Dang, at least take me out to dinner first.
Oh my god.
The woman does not look amused by that. She's just kind of like rolling her eyes, and she proceeds to like pull back the parchment from Estelle, and then walks over to Capri and hands it to him instead.
Capri, seeing that she has charcoal,
And I just look disappointed. Oh.
Capri is looking like he's been looking like a little nervous and unsteady at first, but the second she pulled out charcoal, he's looking extremely excited as he takes the papers.
You know, and you look down and you see an address on it, and she's like, "I believe Estella can help you," and like she proceeds to point to a ladder and goes, "All right, go up onto like the surface, go topside, and go to the address, and Estella can help you."
Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. Kat, do you have any more charcoal?
And then she proceeds to walk over to the table and pulls out what seems to be a small shipping crate of nothing but charcoal.
Capri fully runs over, like stares over the charcoal. It's like, how much did this how much did this cost you to use? How much?
And like she just kind of stares at him, and she's like, "Are you asking how much it costed me, or how much it's going to cost you?"
Yes.
She kind of sighs for a second, and like she proceeds to pick up like a handful of it and puts it in a small pouch and hands it to you. And then she goes, "And as far as I'm concerned, I do not have the shipping crate. You never saw the shipping crate. You will never see the shipping crate. Got it?"
Just furiously nodding as he just stores it away and just.
Malika makes the comment, "Well, damn, this is going to be a long journey."
I watched Capri fawn over this little pouch, being like, "Ooh, ha ha ha!" He's so excited.
You know.
I just like.
You just hear in your mind.
Single gold piece.
You just hear in your mind.
Each of you go up the ladder onto topside or like the surface back into town, and you follow the note like instructions to the address, and you walk in, and you're hit.
Describe it.
I'm trying to describe it. You cut me off, woman. Anyways, as you walk in, you're hit with a smell that you've never smelled before. You can recognize the faint scent of tobacco.
Oh.
And you see a woman, and the best way that I can describe it is think of a trailer park mom.
Oh.
I know exactly who this is, and I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, but she
Oh man, smokers, cough,
she's
and
sitting
everything.
there, and she has something unrecognizable between her two fingers, and she is like spinning. She's spinning like like this copper coin that you have never seen before on her finger, like on her other hand. And she just does, like, she seems to know that you're there, but she's not looking at you. As she, like, takes what seems to be a puff from, like, the thing between her fingers and lets out some smoke.
She'll just hear her mind. Hello.
she looks over at that and she goes, "Eh, shit, you one of the mind readers." Like, I'm sorry, I have to get into character. Nope, Abby knows why I'm doing this. I know she knows why I'm doing this.
Practice, you got.
It's hard to do because I'm really excited to do this because of how much I have waited to use her, and B, on top of that, I can't take her seriously. And she goes, "Ah, shit, you one of the interdimensional people, ain't you? You do the mind reading shit." And
I'm trying my best to stay behind Iona to keep me out of frame.
she's staring at you. And she's looking at you up and down, and she proceeds to go, "What's wrong with the lizard man?"
I am not a lizard man.
He's a
I'm
dragon.
dragonborn, thank you.
And she goes, "Alright, so I'm assuming that if you found my shop, it means that somebody sent you here, because my shop doesn't just pop up anywhere. It only shows up when people need it." And she kind of looks at the disheveled group of travelers and everything. And then she looks at Amalika. And she goes, "You one of them weird underground people, ain't you?"
Lady, try me.
And she kind of puts her hands up and she's like, "Alright, I know a bad bitch when I see one."
That's right.
And as the what seems to be the embers on at the end of whatever she was smoking off of seems to die out, she looks down and she goes, "Ah, shit." And she proceeds to lean back and go, "Melvin, bring your mother a pack of cigarettes."
I'm dying. I'm dying here.
Melvin, darling, get your mother a pack of cigarettes.
And as she says this, you hear a faint voice in the background going, "Mom, you've already smoked 3 fucking packs today." And
this woman scares me.
and she goes, "Melvin, I did not push you out for you to deny me my simple pleasures in life, you son of a bitch." And the two seem to be having this argument. You can hear a voice from what sounds to be coming from upstairs, and her voice echoing back and forth, until finally you see this disheveled looking teenage boy walking downstairs with what seems to be a pack of what you can read as Marlboros.
No way. Way.
And he sits it on the counter and goes, "Screw this," and then walks back upstairs. And she proceeds to pull out a lighter and lights a cigarette before staring at all of you, and she goes, "Hey, so what do you bitches want?" Yes, I do.
Quick question. What was the name of the cloaked figure girl? Because I honestly thought she was Estella.
No. Her name I did not say.
Yeah, let's say she didn't give us her
Yeah, I wanted to ask before we left, but we were just kind of plowing on, and I was like, wait.
Sorry.
Well, to be fair, she was kind of urgent with each of you. So
This is true. We sent someone who claims to be from the original Drathinian royal family.
Oh shit, you mean Umiria? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And then she proceeds to kind of yes. Yes. It's YUMI.
Alright.
Yep.
Good enough.
Yep, that is actually exactly how you spell it. Congratulations. Anyways.
English, I was good at it.
Anyways, she proceeds to go, "Alright, so I take it you're the ones that the god chose." And she's looking at each of you up and down. And as she's looking at Estelle, she proceeds to go, "Damn, who's the smoke show right there?"
Oh god.
And she looks at it and she goes, "Ah, shit, you're a bud. Never mind," and then turns back.
My head just goes slanted down, like, dang it.
You just hear in your head, don't worry.
It's in my head.
don't
In my
worry."
in my head, I'm like, well, game is game, so.
Can Amelika step forward and
I
say,
don't
"Okay,
think she's worth it.
what we here for?"
Twice in one.
Okay.
3 times in one day. 3 times in one day. Shoot, might break a new record.
I'm sorry, I'm like eating a chocolate fudge wafer roll apparently. But anyways, so she proceeds to walk around the counter and she pulls out a box from a table near you guys. And she goes, "Alright, so I got something called a calling stone for each of you bitches." And she proceeds to hand each of you this purple looking stone. And she goes, "No matter where you are, this is always gonna link you guys together." She goes, "Unless you don't want to be linked together." And she's like, "But in any other circumstances, you guys basically are now permanently stuck together for a divine quest." She just seems very unamused by the whole situation. She seems, if anything, bothered by the fact that you have disrupted her smoke break. And excuse me. Estella
Not the perspective of these people.
just kind of like goes through more of the box and she's like, "Alright, so I have something to give to each of you." And then she proceeds to pick up what is a small looking ball type thing. She goes, "Which one of you bitches is the wizard?"
Just shaken dragon claw raises a mine. I don't know.
She hands you the ball and proceeds to go, "If for whatever reason one of your, we'll call them party members, decides that they want to break off from the group, this is how they will contact you in case of an emergency." And she goes, "It doesn't just work on party members. If you meet, say, somebody like me, for example, who you know can help you, this thing basically gets you in contact with me." And like, she pats your shoulder and then goes back to the box. And she proceeds to lift up like a pack of Marlboros and goes, "Ah, shit, this is mine. Hold up. And like she sticks them in her back pocket. And it fell over here. Anyway, she proceeds to pick up what seems to be a scroll, and she goes, "Which one of you was the cleric?"
Oh hell!
And as she hears the comment from the cleric, she walks over to her and she goes, "Hey, from woman to woman, imano." And like, you have no idea what she's talking about with that. She goes, "This basically gets you out of a near-death situation." And she proceeds to go, "If one of your party members falls and you know they want to be brought back, congratulations, I think this is," and she looks at the scroll and she goes, "A scroll," and like she's squinting at it, "of revivification." And then she like puts it like in your hands and she walks over back to the box again.
Oh great!
And she finds a pack of cigars and she goes, "Bud!"
Can I have one of those?
And then she looks over at the cleric and she goes, "I knew I fucking liked you for a reason." And she lights one up and hands it to you.
Nice.
But she looks over and she goes, "Bud." And she's like locked on to Estelle. And she goes, "From person to person, you gotta have that rugged voice. You might want to start smoking now if you want to have chances at a real career here." And she hands you a pack of Marlboros.
I'll take those if you don't want them.
You just hear in your
I'm very appreciative of your kind gift.
And she walks back over to the box one more time. And she pulls out what seems to be these 2 necklaces. And she goes, "Alright. The wizard apparently is getting 2 gifts today." And she walks over to both Iona and Capri, and she hands you both the necklaces. And she goes, "No matter what, this is gonna link you forever." And she's looking at both of you. She's like, "If anything happens to one of you, this is what's gonna keep you safe until you can be brought back." And like she's very adamant that the couple in the group takes it. And she hands it off to both of you. And she goes, "Alright. Now, what you need to know is that you were sent to me because I am going to be your," and like she kind of pauses and she goes, she kind of scratches her head a little bit. She seems a little bit lost herself, and then she goes, "Give me a second, I gotta get the book." And she proceeds to walk over into a back room and comes out with what you can read as a Dungeons and Dragons instruction manual. And she opens it up and she goes, "Alright, what fucking dimension am I in?" And like she's like looking across it and she goes, "I am your your quest giver." And she kind of looks at each of you and she goes, "So basically we're gonna be using me to get you guys to a point where Eumeria's gonna be satisfied." And she like looks at each of you and she kind of she's like looking you all up and down, kind of almost like she's trying to size you up. And then when she gets to the bard, Estelle, she's looking him up and down like she's checking him out a little bit, but then looks back down at the book. She proceeds to go, "Alright, so I'm supposed to give you a really simple first quest. You have to go into a dungeon in the Black Forest, and you have to go retrieve a magical item and bring it back here." And like, all of you are like, "Oh, it sounds simple enough." And she goes, "Alright, do you accept?" And like, she's looking at each of you and she has a very unamused look on her face.
You got a light?
She walks over and she hands you an extra lighter.
I'm in.
I suppose it's the best excuse out of any that will have to go home.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
And each of you are noticing Estelle like is like kind of hacking a little bit, and then she goes, "The smoker's lung." And
COPD, kids, don't smoke.
I don't think that's good for your health.
It starts
and she kind of when Capri makes that comment.
Oh, I said that in his mind.
Oh, okay. I thought he said that verbally.
Oh no.
I was giving a disclaimer to the kids out there. Just saying.
You know. She proceeds to, "Alright, I'm assuming that you guys are all going to say yes. So," and with a snap of her fingers, each of you are no longer standing in the shop, but you're standing in the dead center of the Black Forest.
Oh, great.
Oh.
kind of stand there for a second, take a look around, and I turn to
Is it dark?
companions that are not my husband and go, "Alright, so remind me who you two are again?"
Hey, Clark, you said you wanted these cigars?
Yes,
We
please.
never introduced ourselves to each other, by the way.
True, here you go. You got the lighter, so you might as well get the cigars.
Oh, I think these are Cuban.
Oh boy.
Cubans aren't a thing, so you gotta come up with like
Oh.
a different race here.
Pork?
I think it's funny to say
That's,
Be like, does that make sense? No. What's a Cuba?
It's
I think you mean tuba. Like, I'm kidding.
no Cuba. It's a village of orcs that specialize in cigar making.
But anyways, so as you guys are standing in the forest, you realize that it's nightfall, and like you're all looking around, and like you're trying to get a good idea of where you are in the Black Forest. Abby and DJ, roll for an insight check, and then roll for a history check.
Alright, insight. That's really good. Insight's gonna be a 21.
Oh,
And
I
what
got a
you said
6.
that history? Yeah. And you said history?
yes.
Ooh, baby! That is a
16.
apologies for
Insight.
cheating.
And then a 15 on history for me.
So
21
both of
on-
you.
Oh yeah, I got a 25 on history.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, both of you guys recognize immediately where you are. And you know that nearby are ancient druid ruins. And like immediately in your minds you're like, wait a minute, if there's a magical artifact nearby, is it possible that it's a druid artifact? And both of you kind of know the rough location of where it is. So, and like,
Yeah. Okay. I'll just sonically talk to Iona and just like I think this is the Druid's Grove is the Druid's resting place is where we need to be.
Indeed, I believe it's nearby. However, these two, I'm not so sure I trust them.
you can talk at any point. There are no turns in speech.
I know, but the problem is the microphone's way over there, so it's kind of difficult. And think about it. I'm smoking that Cuban cigar. What?
I will say it is sometimes hard to hear her speak at times.
Well, that's because she's not leaning over very much.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Our character,
Okay,
our
but
character not ourselves to each other. Like, me and DJ are the only ones who know each other for obvious reasons. The rest of us just got like
transported and everything.
been transported around out of nowhere with some strangers who also got thrown out of a bar and talked to by a god.
Exactly. You're thrown into chaos, and that is the point. Anyways, so
I got my eye on you, Bard.
Abby, oh my god. Abby! Roll for, hold on a minute, I'm trying to figure out what role this kind of would be. I'm looking at. Roll, Abby, roll for an investigation check.
Can I give her the help action or?
I have guidance.
You
I don't
can.
need it. That's a net.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Alrighty, perfect. So as you're like looking around, like even though you recognize the area, you're kind of looking around to see like if it's safe and everything. And as you're doing that, you notice that there are tracks on the ground of like what seems to be people. And you notice there's a lot of them, and you realize that there has to be a caravan nearby. And like you have one of two options as the group. You can otherwise go looking for the caravan and potentially try to get to know each other, or you can jump right into your quest and go look for this magical artifact.
Ain't nobody got time for that looking for people.
Okay.
Caravan?
Yeah, that.
Whatever those things are, them dang contraptions.
Whatever that is.
Contraptions.
They're contractions, that's right.
Okay, so that's one vote for the magical artifact.
But now that's just me. Like I'm down to like blow crap up.
I'm
Chaos.
just imagining her like rushing headlong towards the like ruins.
like she
I can't see her anymore.
No, she's still standing with you guys. She's just smoking with her, like, her cigar. Like,
You see the light from my cigar.
yep. Okay, so that was one vote for the artifact. Hello.
Joan, your character just hears in her head. You should probably stick with the tall elf and the dragonborn. They seem really cool. Especially the elf. She's like the coolest person you'll know.
I'll go with the tall elf and the dragonborn.
So each like, are we looking for the caravan or are we going for the artifact?
Go for the caravan.
That room got broken into. What just happened?
Are we going for the artifact or are we going for the caravan?
I say, yeah, you have the information of like about the caravan being there.
What?
That's true. I do. No one else. No, I'm the one who like found it.
Yeah.
So she hasn't told anyone of us yet that there's a caravan.
I'm noticing some tracks in the dirt here. I believe there's a caravan of people nearby.
There we go. Perfect. We're all aligned now. Anyways,
Well, I guess I will go along with the group while I smoke my cigar. Damn it.
so we're looking for the caravan?
Sure.
Alrighty. So, Iona takes charge, and she follows the tracks, and you guys are all following behind her. And when you do, you see what used to be a caravan. And
Dun, dun, dun.
you see a lot of blood and a lot of guts. And it seems that something tore right through this caravan and like has completely obliterated where like everything is. All right.
We need an investigative check. Not me.
I
Not me, because I'll suck at it.
I actually am going to hold on a minute. I'm looking at this. All of you.
I'll go ahead and do it.
All of you. I am saying this now. All of you do an insight check.
Sweet spot. Damn it! I always get so low.
Inside these nuts.
16.
16. Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
Wait, don't I get a +2 if I do it like that?
Let me see.
You have an 8.
You said insight?
Yep.
Oh, dang, I have +3 on insight. Okay.
Yo, same. So smart. Yo.
Regular
rolling
D20, right?
You're not sweet talking your dice.
Come on, bitch.
That's not sweet talking it. You gotta be like, you're such a good girl.
Yeah, all skill checks are D20 rolls.
Seven.
Sorry, Mom is fiddling with her dice over here because she cannot seem to get it to land on a not
sweet spot.
on a not low number. Anyways, so immediately, who was the highest roller out of all of you?
Iona.
Well, I got a 17. I'm assuming that's more than the other two.
I got
Yes.
16.
Yes. Okay. Immediately, Iona senses that there is something nearby, and whatever it is not safe.
Dun, dun, dun.
And like you can feel almost the ground shift under your feet.
What?
And you're like it's one of those things. Do any of you know what a scientifically accurate T-Rex sounds like?
Oh, Lord.
You mean like the deep
Yes.
Where you can hear like it's not nearby, but it's not far away either.
Would you like
Where
me
you
to
can
emulate?
no. You can hear what sounds to be almost a guttural low rumbling and a snarl. Roll for initiative.
Are you? What? Oh, no.
I gave you an option, bitches. I gave you.
What's an initiative? What's an initiative?
That is a
T-Rex.
It's not a T-Rex. I promise you not. It just makes a similar noise to a scientifically accurate one.
What's that mean?
I got a 12. Let's go. I'm terrible at combat.
Hold on a minute. What was your number?
I got a 12.
Okay, a 12. Alrighty. We got a 12. We got an 11.
16.
Okay, so that's
roll for d20. Let's go. 14.
14. So we got 16, 14, 12, and 11. So I need your thing real quick.
Oh, what? Not
Yep.
my thing.
Yes, your thing. So the orders is as follows. It is, who was the highest roller? It was DJ?
Yeah, 16.
Yep, 16. And then it was Jonah. And then it was Abby. And then it was Mom. So, DJ, as you flip around, like,
That's my
shh,
thingy.
Mom, be quiet. As you flip around to see the source of the noise, you notice a creature that you have never seen before. It has long claws and what seems to be a wrapped face. And it is like looking at each of you with its head cocked. So, and it does appear to be hostile. I need your dice real quick to see this.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So, you know. So, how do you wish to proceed?
So I am looking at this thing.
Yes.
Okay. Can I just do like a quick? Can I do an insight to just like get a sense of like is this thing like look like it's going to?
It is going to
Armor?
attack. That is unavoidable. It is going to attack. Like,
Duly noted. Okie dokie. In that case, I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh boy, I'm scared now. All right. Let's
Mhm.
get a. Yeah, I'll save that actually. I'll get a firebolt on this thing.
a fireball. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Firebolt, baby. Let's roll. All right. So that is a 19 to hit.
You a 19?
Yeah, so with firebolt.
Like, as in, like, you rolled a 19, or like?
I rolled a 13, and I added 6 to that, which makes it 19.
Okay.
On the class.
Damn. So you managed to knock off 5 hit points.
Oh no, I'm about to roll damage.
Oh, oh, good God. All right, continue roll.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a roll to see if it hits or not.
Yes.
So that is 10 fire damage.
All right. So that's got that. Alrighty, cool beans. All right, next up, Jonah. What do you do?
I don't remember what some of these do. Let's see.
Tell me what it is. I can probably look it up real quick.
Okay, so on the sheet I have spells. I have no. Wait, is it cantrips? No, it's cantrips, right?
Cantrips and spells.
Okay, I'm gonna use cantrips. Don't cost anything, all right?
No.
They do not. They are free and unlimited.
Okay. So do we all see this thing?
Yes, you all see it.
I just shot a bolt of fire.
Okay, who's in the front and who's in the back?
So
can I position myself in the better area before I?
yeah,
just making sure?
yeah, because Jonah hasn't done anything yet. But like, move however you want.
Okay, I am keeping myself 15 feet back from where we were, and just like keeping a like mid position between everyone else.
Okay. All right, Jonah.
What kind of creature is it?
You don't really recognize what it is. None of you have seen it before. But Jonah, you can roll a history check on it. You can roll a history check on it.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Alright. Will that be my turn, or will...
No.
I think that's a free action.
Okay, it's a free action, so yeah, I'll roll a history check.
Okay.
Bushki. God dang it, never mind, I failed it.
What'd you get?
I got 5.
Dang it.
Yeah, no. You definitely don't know what the fuck it is. You just know that it's hostile and honestly kind of creepy looking. It reminds you of the nurse from Silent Hill.
Oh.
And it, like,
I'd
as...
like to step...
Continue? Sorry.
I'd like to step... how far is movement speed?
30 feet for you.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
I'd like to move back, 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Hold on. How long does this spell go?
Okay, what spell is it?
Okay, yeah, 25 feet, and I'm gonna activate a Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
I love this spell.
Roll for, if it kind of hits or not.
Oh, it's not a hit.
Well, like,
save.
roll for, like,
It needs to save.
like, is it one,
So,
like, I'm trying to
you
remember
need to
what kind of
roll-
thing it does.
Yeah.
Like, I know
you
what
need
it
to roll a
is.
wisdom save.
Yeah, no. Roll for that.
You have to roll for that.
No, I do.
Yeah. It's gotta make a wisdom saving throw against his DC.
Throw the best roast you got at this damn thing.
Okay. Roast. After I kill you, I'm going after whoever left your cage open.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna do something like after you, I'm going to mom.
You know, that's honestly the direction I expected to take it in.
I was gonna go with your mom
Also,
is so
your mom's
ugly.
gay, and then that's when like my eyes widen, and then the psychic effect kicks in.
All right, so that does about
there's 1d4 damage.
1d4.
Yep.
I'm trying to
1d4 psychic
remember
damage.
which one is the 4.
It's the pyramid-looking one, I think.
Also, your mom is gay, and it's like echoes. Also, your mom's gay.
See, your mama joke was gonna hit.
Okay.
And it's just, I don't even finish the your mama joke. It's just your mama's so
7,
fat.
8.
Like reverberate.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, with that being said, with the amount of damage done with the Vicious Mockery, it drops dead.
Oh.
Oh. You know.
Dang.
It drops dead.
I didn't even get the
Wait, how
balloon
does
up.
the Vicious Mockery do?
Chill. I rolled the dice for it, and it kind of obliterated the rest of the hit points. So
It had 14?
it had 25, but someone dealt 15, then somebody dealt 5, and then it was
Oh, no. Wait. No, I dealt 10 damage.
you dealt 10.
You did not deal 10.
Either way, it still knocked out the hit points. So because of what we rolled, so
I was about to say, it should have only, wait, it's only D4 then.
Hold on a minute. If it did only 10, then that means it was 15. Alrighty. In that case, let me re-roll that. Alright, so that knocked it down to 14. Alrighty. Because it decided to be evil. The second time around.
Do you remember, since it failed, it had...
Okay, so
So it's still up?
yes, it's still up. Okay.
Okay. Do you remember that it has disadvantage on its next attack roll because of Jonah's Vicious Mockery?
Yep. Okay, so next up, Abby.
Well, I thought it was dead. Is it dead?
No.
Nope. Working a little.
Okay.
Still up.
Well, easy enough to fix. I'd like to go ahead and use. This is technically a bonus action, so I still have my actual action, but I'm going to use Phase Step and get right in front of it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Depending how close it is, actually. How close is it?
So it's not really close to you, but it's close to Mom.
Oh, great.
Is it more than 30 feet away?
It's around 10 feet away from you.
Oh, perfect. I teleport right in front of it where it can see me.
It automatically kind of has like, you know, when you move too close to it and like it attacks.
Opportunity attack.
It's an opportunity attack. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
I'm just
No.
trying to.
Hold up.
Oh.
I'm a Lichdren because of my race. This here creature you can see within 5 feet when you teleport, which this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
When I land. Hello. Thank you.
You what?
When I land, he becomes frightened of me until my next turn.
Oh, okay. I do not have your race in a book. I'm gonna be so for real, or like in the book.
Yeah.
But
I apologize.
no, it's fine. My D&D book is kind of half-assed all of the classes and races for some dumbass reason.
Her race is from a newer book, though. So
handbook does not have Eladrin listed as a race as kind of a special one, but I did my best to try and put as much information about it as I could in my character sheet. That said, yes, it is now frightened of me until my next turn, and I need to remember what the frightened condition.
it's got to do a wisdom saving throw first.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
What's
And
the
it's not frightened.
Silvery
What did it roll?
It rolled like a six. Hold up. Okay, no, it rolled a 10. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
It does not save.
So it does not save.
Does not save.
Yeah, no. I had to re-roll it because I immediately lost track of the number I first rolled it. Anyways, like it shifted.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight, which I am. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So, while it is frightened, I'm going to attack it with my scimitar.
Okay. Give me just a second. I'm trying to. I was just alerted to something in the comment section. Anyways, let me see here. Sorry, what was that?
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool. Let me roll for damage.
Yeah, roll for damage.
He found his mom's spot.
6. Hold up, I gotta subtract that.
6 point slashing damage.
Oh, dang.
Wait, you said 16 or 6?
6.
Okay.
1 digit.
Oh, you rolled a 1 or?
Okay. Hey. Mom! Congratulations, it's your turn.
About time.
DJ, do I get a +5 to whatever I rolled on the dice?
Abby, what did you roll? Wait, what'd you roll on the dice?
I've got a 6 on the dice.
Abby, you add 5 to that, so that's 11 damage.
Oh, that's 11 damage. Oh! Okay, so...
Yeah, you have the fighting style that gives you more damage.
Oh! Oh,
Guiding bolt.
That's right! Oh!
Guiding
That's
bolt.
11 damage.
What would she roll for guiding bolt? I can't remember. Fuck.
Oh, you write it down.
Yes.
It's her wisdom plus her proficiency bonus.
Okay, so you gotta roll.
Yeah, roll a d20, then add her wisdom plus her proficiency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And then kill it.
Plus your proficiency.
Oh, wait, me?
No, her, remember.
Oh, right.
I was confused.
Plus 2, so you got a 12. And then roll for damage.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing is dead.
Yay!
This thing is dead as shit.
Shazam.
When it dies, it lets out a very loud screech. And all that's left is like what seems to be a pile of like old bandages, like cottage cloth almost.
Ooh, I'll take those.
Cheesecloth?
Cheesecloth.
Like Muslim.
Like
Capri kind of moves towards it, and I hold out a hand. I'm like, don't
Old
grab
dolls.
that, love.
like
It could be magical though.
Old thought.
Oh.
Bandages.
I thought you said galls.
Gauze.
Gauze.
I think it's all
Anyway.
that.
Anyways, but like it seems to like have turned to dust by the time
Dang it.
like it hits the ground and everything.
So was this thing undead?
Yes.
Aha! That's why my radiance took it down. Shazam!
Yes, it is dead as shit because of you. There, like, you notice that, like, there's almost you notice that, like, one of you. Well, hold up. I'm sorry. Like, I lost track of something in my head real quick.
We good.
Iona, do a investigation roll real quick.
That's a 15.
All right. So as you're looking around at the ground of like where it died and everything, you notice that there are a lot more tracks in the ground that bear a very strong resemblance to what you just killed. And like all of you are kind of like looking around and you realize that in the bloodshed that is this old caravan, like there aren't actually any bodies anywhere. And
Oh, they got eaten.
Can I? How much time do we got? Because I would like to ritual cast detect magic.
you would like to
should
what?
go ahead and.
That's it. If we're planning on leaving, I won't do it. But if we're actually investigating this, I can do a detect magic as a ritual.
I mean,
I will
That's
say I
it,
need to, in real life, in just a few minutes, because we have people over and I need to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
alright. Alrighty, I got you. So what we will do is we're gonna do that detect magic check, like kind of thing.
Okay.
Do it.
Cool. So I'm gonna cast as a ritual, and for the duration, I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. Let's see. And as an action, I can see faint auras of any visible creatures or objects in that area that bears magic. So yeah, I'm mostly just looking around, seeing if there's any like magical interference, like with these guys, or just like what was left of this place.
As you have like that ability activated and everything, you suddenly sense an overwhelming presence of dark magic. And that you guys in this like clearing that the caravan is in and everything, all like you sense that you are almost surrounded in a way.
We're in deep shit.
Oh no.
And that is where we will leave it right there.
That's
Oh,
messed
no.
up.
Hey!
Basically, what I put you in is an shit, and then black screen.
Yay!
Pilot episode, you know?
Exactly,
Pilot.
exactly. We have to have a pilot episode of this campaign and everything.
Yeah.
So, and what's even better is that because of the calling stones that you got from Estella and everything, when Roman joins, he's going to be right
Oh.
there in the thick of it with you, and all of you are going to be like, oh shit.
I still don't know these people.
You know, all you know is that one of you is really obsessed with fire and Cuban cigars. So,
That's me.
but don't worry, I have some bonding exercises planned for you guys in the next part.
Yay.
So, you know.
We'll actually learn each other's names.
Yes.
I'm really hoping you never figure out that I'm just the person in your head.
That would be funny as shit if, like, Jonah just never kind of puts it together.
The Dragonborn that doesn't really talk to anyone. It's like, hey, you should do this. These guys are cool.
So, with that being said, what did you guys think of Estella, the old lady?
I loved her before we started playing. I'm just glad to see her.
The cigarette mom. I love her.
Nice.
My gaming headset next time.
What?
On my laptop. My gaming headset.
Yeah, but you'd have to sit right here.
That's fine.
You know, we can do that.
Okay.
You know, we can do that.
But I gotta get on the Discord like you guys. Like I am, but I mean, I
I know,
gotta
I
get
know.
on it.
And then when you do that, we can use your gaming headset. We can use this headset. It doesn't matter. But
Whoa.
you know, with that being said, I hope you guys have fun, and I'm sorry for like the rough outline of this campaign and everything right now because of the fact that I was struggling to put everything together, and then I sat down and I realized that A, where I am sitting requires me to quite literally climb out of this
No,
spot.
I can get up.
Well, you were sitting down by the time I had this realization.
Oh.
And on top of that, I didn't have my black notebook that has the information on it, so I was keeping up with a lot of this information in my head. But we have an extra journal right here with notes and whatnot. So, with that being said, what should be in your inventory now is, 2 necklaces, like, a necklace for Iona and Capri. Both of you should have those. You, Capri should have a, like, almost crystal ball-like thing.
I got that ball.
Jonah did have a pack of Marlboros, but gave them to Mom. So
No,
Mom,
cigars. He gave.
or the pack of cigars. My bad.
Yep.
So
And then there were 5.
and then Mom has a pack of cigars and a lighter now.
Shazam. Didn't she give me something else, or just the?
She gave you
She
something.
gave you a
Oh, the scroll.
The scroll of revivification.
Yeah.
So like,
I feel like
I'm
I need
making
to
sure you guys all have this in your inventory.
Yeah.
You.
They didn't tell us what they. She didn't tell us what the necklace did she?
She told you that it would bind you two together so that like if one of you were separated, you would know if something happened. Basically.
Oh, okay.
You know, like it's a way to keep track of each other, and like it's also this sounds dumb, but I know you two, and I know that like if for whatever reason one of you guys can't make a meeting or anything, you two are still going to be together in the next campaign or like next part of the campaign. So it's also a way of like almost sharing your XP and level tracking for both of you.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, right.
You know.
I guess I should ask. Are we doing XP or are we doing a milestone?
We're doing milestones, but like I've said XP because it's in my head, like kind of a situation. You know. But like you're doing milestones, you will know when you level up because I will purposefully be playing the
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. My goal is like I'm going to the next one when I'm not going to be ill prepared. I'm going to set up the actual soundboard that I do have, and I'm going to have the victory theme on it.
Sweet.
Are we still streaming or?
We technically are, but that is also because I wanted to keep track of what was in your inventory before I closed it off. So,
Okay.
which is right now.
I'm going to
And
peace